Morning guys, today I'm gonna bring you along on my day. I've got a big list of things to check off and let's see how much we can get checked off. Peace woke up not feeling very good. Her eyes have goop and her nose has snot, so I may not check anything off, who knows? She's the priority, yes you are. But she might let me get a few things done. Do you think, Peace? You think? Aww, she does look so tired. Tori is gonna do some school today.
Sadly.
Sadly. Belle, Luka, and Micah are at school. They go to school one day a week. Belle only has a couple classes, so she takes some other work too. But yeah, well, the boys have 3 classes, but they're a lot of work and labs and stuff. So anyway, Tuesday is kind of different around here. It's kind of quieter. So this is how I roll. I'm a list person. This might seem crazy to some of you, but I do go through seasons where I write down who I've gotten ready, from Noelle, who's 7, down to Peace, the baby, just to check it off and make sure. That's my way of making sure everybody's teeth got brushed and all that stuff. So I'm a weirdo. I don't know if anybody else is that detailed in this world that write down when their children have brushed their teeth, but it does help. So this morning, I try to keep my list as small as possible because I want to be successful and not be unrealistic. But I did do my Bible reading this morning already, and I actually listened to it while doing a load of laundry, folding some laundry and sticking some a new load in. So I can check off 2 things already, but I should have written my own name down on that get ready list because I haven't put my own makeup on yet. I was sick last week and I feel like I'm still recovering a little. I'm just going easy on myself and sleeping as long as the kids let me. So I wasn't getting up early before the kids to get myself ready and be ready when they come down. We're just kind of flying by the seat of our pants sometimes, and it works that way. Definitely go through seasons in and out of that early rise thing. Sleep is also extremely important. So I want to work out a little bit, got some more laundry to do. I want to make 3 batches of bread, make some sour cream, and make dinner. Besides, we have parent-teacher conferences tonight. Luka has basketball, and I gotta do school with all of those kids, which is what will take most of my time. I'm making dinner. I'll tell you about dinner. It's a little interesting in a minute, but I'm making breakfast, and I've been using this, which is clabber. You know what clabber is? Clabber is like raw milk. You just set on the counter and let it go sour for several days, and then I strained it out with cheesecloth, and actually I have some straining right now. I'll show you. Yeah, I'm straining it out with cheesecloth. It's sitting on a pot. It's really good for you. I got rid of my expensive probiotic I was taking, and I've just been trying to really focus on eating some yogurt, which I don't like yogurt a lot, but I like this clabber a lot. It's curds, basically. I ate curds a lot in India when I lived there, and I loved them. It's kind of like sour cream. In this case, I make it quite a bit thicker. So we're using it as cream cheese on our toast. I actually put a little butter first because the butter is salted, and I didn't salt the clabber, and then I just put that on top. So it's good probiotics, fermented food, right? I don't know, it's good for you, so we keep eating that. Oh, I gotta wipe her up again. So far, she does not want to be put down, so I'm nursing her. If this doesn't work, I will get a carrier out. Or I may just be sitting with her all day, who knows? That's how it goes sometimes. My other kids are playing very well. They're playing with each other. I don't even know what they're doing. They have costumes on and they keep avoiding me. So it's okay that we're not doing school yet. Ness is very happily napping next to me. And I got my honey sitting by the fire, which a lot of you told me to do. Put it by a heat source that's just low heat all the time, just to keep it ready. So I'm gonna make some bread this morning. I need that honey to be, it's hard. I need it to be like pourable, or at least be able to scoop it out. The Bible that I'm doing, I've read through the Bible many times, but I've never done it chronologically. So I'm actually using the Bible recap, which is something I heard about a number of times last year. I started it January 1st, and it's going through the Bible in a year chronologically, and there's a podcast with it. So it's Tara Lee Cobble, I think is her name. I've heard it enough now, I should know. But she kind of summarizes what your reading was that day and tells you a little bit about it. There's a couple times I've learned stuff I was not aware of, so that was cool. And then she also gives you like what she got out of it, of the characteristics of God at the end of it. So it's good. It just helps you think about what you read in a new light. I've never done something where I've read somebody else's thoughts after, or listened to someone else's thoughts after every day as I read, but it's been fun. It's been a good change, and we're just like, I'm a few days behind, but we're, you know, a month into it. So that's what I've been doing for my Bible reading. And when I'm just having a crazy day or I need to catch up, I just listen to it instead of read it. I get less out of it when I listen to it, but I'm still, you know, listening to the Bible, so it's okay. Grace. Tori's doing something with them. A club. Whatever she's doing. I'm not gonna disturb it. I'm gonna get my makeup on and get my sour cream in. I better do the sour cream first because it takes 12 hours and it's like, ooh, it's after 9. So I wanna be able to switch it to the fridge before I go to bed tonight. I mean, I'm always up well past 9, but my brain sort of stops working and remembering things right around 9. Sometimes 7, honestly. This is my new morning Diet Coke. It's not Diet Coke, it's Kenyan tea mixed with a scoop of Ultima. I like this kind and the watermelon the best. And this is an electrolyte mix. Well, I'll put this scoop in here and then I'll pour over ice to make like iced sweet tea. Although a lot of you told me to try kombucha. I've only tried kombucha once. It was from Whole Foods. I hated it. It was years and years ago. You guys and my mom said that Aldi has a really good one. So I'm gonna try that. Maybe I could start making it myself if it's good.
Lloyd actually said she loves kombucha.
Yeah?
Maybe there is, I think, in 7 days. But mine's in 20 days.
Your birthday?
Yeah. And his is in 7 days, I think.
Wow. If I could get into kombucha, did I say that right? It would give you that fizz and be good for me. That would be amazing. Hopefully we can like it. The one time I tried it, to me it tasted like alcohol. I do not like alcohol at all. Yeah, I need to try some others. And then I've heard homemade is better than all. I just don't, you know, I don't have a SCOBY sitting around. I've never tried it homemade. I need to. All right, baby's sitting down eating. She's doing a little better. And I am going to make the sour cream. So I have these 2 quarts of heavy cream. I normally just do it in the jar, but they're so full that I'm putting it in a bowl. So I put the heavy cream in here. I'm gonna add my homemade yogurt. Just, I don't know, pour in a couple tablespoons worth. You can do this, by the way, with store-bought heavy whipping cream, as long as it's not ultra pasteurized, and then use a live culture yogurt. I'm just gonna stir it in really well. When I make yogurt, I don't stir my starter in too much. I don't over stir, but I find that the sour cream does better and sours better if I really stir it. So next, I'm gonna pour it back in here. That's how easy it is, basically. This next step I could do in the oven, but I'm going to be using my oven all day. I could. Okay, I could do it in just a warm oven that had just been baked in or wrapped in towels, you know, with the light on, something like that. But I am just going to put them in my dehydrator. Those are the trays for it on top, because I can set it to 110 for 12 hours. After that, I literally just move it to the fridge for another 12 hours and it's done. This is the best sour cream ever. It tastes so good. I imagine that store-bought milk would be also similar, and it's, even if you're using store-bought milk, it's a healthier product. So you got those live cultures in it. It's good bacteria for you, for your gut health. So that was a good change we made that we will really try to keep up. So I'm gonna get this thing going. 110 and time, yep, 12 hours. Start. And I get to check something off my list, although I should probably move the sour cream later because I might forget. Finally did my own makeup, got the baby ready. Noelle's doing her own hair, so we're gonna check that one off too. And I started a load of laundry and sorted, folded, and put away everything that came out of the dryer. In the process of that, I also got I did one of the days I was behind in my Bible reading plan too. I just listened to that while I was doing laundry, putting on my makeup. We were finally sitting around the table, ready to do some school. They're doing some puzzles, but I realized I have to get a load of bread in. If I want any chance of getting 3 batches of bread done today, I have to get started now. It's already 10:20. We're gonna get to school eventually. It's winter. Because it's winter, they don't necessarily want to play outside all day. I got a couple loaves of bread in my bread makers. I love my wheat grinder. I love it so much. It is better tasting bread when you grind your own wheat. It is healthier, and wheat berries store a whole lot longer than flour, which I think has a shelf life of like 8 months. At flour, wheat berries is years and years. So, so many reasons I love it. If this is the year you're going to start grinding your own wheat, if that's one of your goals this year, I really do recommend this Micah mill. It's so nice. Not only is it pretty on the counter, I had another mill before, which we liked, it was good, but this one gives us a lot more options on how fine or coarse to grind our wheat, so I really like that part. And just because it's so pretty, I leave it out and we use it all the time. We use it all the time. So love that. I've got to talk to the owner of the company several times. Such a nice guy. It is a family-run company, and I really like that about the company too. We work with a couple companies that we just have ongoing discount codes with, and they're family companies. The two that come to mind, and I just love that. I love that they're small companies, and yeah, they're doing a good job. They really are. So I do have a discount code for it in the description box, always in my description box, so you can check that out if you're looking for it. Okay, it's time for us to do some school. You hear my machines just humming away back there. Good work, ladies, good work. By the way, we've been making our homemade bread with the lard that we rendered here at our house, and it works out so well. It's liquid right now because I melted it a little. It makes very good bread. A mess tells you you're having a good homeschool day. That's all that is. Here comes the school bus. Thank you, Tori.
Belle.
Good. Biz, good job. Peace is up here helping us do school on the table. And I'm like, what is happening there? All right, let's see what's in here. Seth always did this too, but he always did it in the back of his shirt. Peace. Peace.
Oh no.
There we go. We are fully having a puzzle day here. I mean, we're doing school too, but we took a break for lunch. I got another loaf of bread, or batch of bread, in my bread makers. I've got some bread rising here under the towel. Let me check out bread again. But I did add pizza dough to my list. I'd forgotten. I wanted to make 2 batches of pizza dough because it's Tuesday, but Friday's coming. And Friday, we're trying to do pizza nights, and I really do think it will help me. A lot of you suggested this too. But I do think it will help me to make my dough ahead of time. So since I'm kind of in the bread mode, I thought I'll make a couple batches of pizza dough, have it in the fridge, and then Friday, it's a lot easier to just roll out dough and put the toppings on than make the dough, roll out the dough and put the toppings on. So gonna get that done ahead of time to help make Friday night pizza night more successful. When I'm done with 3 batches of bread, each one is 4 loaves, so I'll have 12 loaves of bread, which is a little more than we need. We need 8 to 10. And usually I keep some in the freezer, but we've eaten all of ours out of the freezer. So it's good to make some extra. Whatever I see we're not gonna eat within the week, we will freeze. I have a lot of competition over here, which is fine. They're happy. It's happy competition. That's always good. So I got my KitchenAid out. I'm gonna get some pizza dough going. Maybe after a couple batches of this, maybe I'll make some cookies tonight too. We are having company for dinner. It's always good to have dessert, which I'm terrible about making. Belle's home from school.
Yep, or according to Seth, I just woke up.
Yeah, he's like,
Mom, Belle's awake. He's like, I've been awake.
Belle, how dare you sleep in till 1:20? I mean, really.
1:22.
She was at school and now she's taking Tori. They're going to their voice lesson.
I'm gonna take singing lessons.
We're gonna sing a ling ling.
I don't know why you said that
I'm
either.
tired. Okay.
Whoa, what'd you do? Oh, knocked her off the lollipops. Because Seth was getting one.
Seth, did you get a lollipop?
Yeah.
What kind did you get? That kind? Wow, that's crazy.
a stick turn.
I'm on my second batch of pizza dough. I think 4 pizzas is gonna be enough for us. That would be 2 batches. You wanna help with the pizza? The dough needs 20 minutes and Belle and I are challenging each other to trying to work out every day. Like 15 minutes of cardio plus a weight routine. That's not long. It's not long at all. But we're like texting each other each day when we're done, 5 days a week. This is actually my favorite time right now. I used to love working out in the mornings and that's awesome, but I hit a tired slump right about now. So I laid down for a few minutes. That helps, and also moving my body helps. So I'm gonna just get on the treadmill for a few minutes with a podcast or something while I'm waiting for this pizza dough. Hope and Destiny are done with school. Noelle's so close. She's just having trouble finishing. And I have to read some to Tori. Eli's working on his. He's almost done too. So we're getting there. We're making some progress. I need to check off those 2 things. 2 batches of pizza dough ready for Friday. And my cardio is done. Still gotta do my weights. I should have had him help me clean all this up, but I was more interested in them getting outside. It's a nice day out, which is such a gift in February. I got the 3rd batch of bread in. I love doing bread all on one day. That's my favorite because I don't. Oh, did you have something to say? What was it? I want to hear. I don't keep these bread machines out on the counter all the time. Oh yeah, and then I can keep all the ingredients out, all the measuring stuff, and just keep them going. So it works really well. Then put it all the way at the end of the day and have bread all the time. It smells really good in here right now. And we got the pizza dough done. She's excited about the bread.
I'm putting it strong.
Yeah, it's like a brick. Ooh, it smells good. All right, next up I'm making dinner and we're having Howard and Sharon over again. My Aunt Sharon and Uncle Howard. They are coming over again for dinner because they're not usually in town in the winter. They spend the summers here and so we just don't normally see them. Oh, okay. You want this? Yeah, okay. Boy, you're talking a lot. Anyway, Uncle Howard is a meat and potato guy. He's picky. He's a picky eater. He likes meat and potatoes. So Sol was gonna cook on the Traeger. He was gonna smoke some meat that he already had thawed, and it just didn't work out for him today. He ended up having to go to work a lot earlier. Like he had to be there at 6:30. So plan B, I decided to thaw some beef this morning and just make a shepherd's pie. No veggies in it, nothing, just meat. Well-seasoned meat with potatoes on top, a little cheese on top of that, and melted. Does he even like cheese? I must confirm. But at least most of us like cheese, so I could leave a corner for him without it. But then you bake it, you know? Is that a shepherd's pie? Shepherd's pie probably has lamb. It's probably called something else, I'm pretty sure. I thought 6 pounds of beef, wash a whole bag of red potatoes. I think it's like an 8-pound bag or something like that. And my favorite way to do mashed potatoes is just, I will probably cut them in half once maybe and put them in the pressure cooker, or you can just poke them with a little water at the bottom, 15 minutes, and then I put the potatoes in the KitchenAid and whip them up quick. So it's pretty simple. Like, the reason I like it is because you can just walk away from it at any stage where when you're boiling potatoes, you kind of got to remember that you're doing something over there. So we'll do that quick, get it going. I'll make a salad on the side for those of us, for those of us that like vegetables. She's eating hers from a pouch today. What's going on with you? What's going on? Oh, you need some more out of there? Okay, my beef is cooked up. I'm gonna add this, a little of this, and a lot of this. Nothing very fancy over here.
How you guys doing?
Good!
Yeah? Hi, Tori.
All right, Solo made the mashed potatoes for me. He's the expert.
Nah, don't know about an expert, but... Hey, did she tell you about the book? She's a published author and it's coming out this month. I read the book and I want to parent better after I read it now, so...
Did you learn something?
Yes,
Yeah.
I learned a thing or two.
It does come out the end of February. You guys blew us away. We had to do a second order, so that was exciting. We're self-published, yeah. And so we had just ordered a certain amount, and now we're doing a second order. So thank you guys for that. I'll put the link for the book in the description box down below if you want to get it through the publisher or also Amazon. So it really helps if you get it for us through the company we use to publish it, but also Amazon is available. And we had
Especially the international.
Oh,
it makes no sense to order it from the publisher.
Yeah, yeah.
I think Amazon might be your deal if you're international.
How's the potato?
I'm gonna give him the bowl to lick after it's done. Because they seem to want to
We did have a friend read it recently. She's a pastor's wife who she said, I've read a lot of parenting books, and she said this one is very, very good. So she said the principles, my dad wrote the majority of it. He wrote about parenting principles that my grandparents used, my parents used, and that we use. And my brother, like, it's gone through generations. But then we added stories of practical examples. That was my job. And my dad and grandma also did that. These guys are eating potatoes. Anyway, she told us, our friend said that the principles are very good, but you might think you're following them, and then you look at the examples and realize, oh, okay, this is how I could do that better or whatever. So her review was a confidence booster. So we're glad to have that. All right, Tori, did you go to the store?
No, I went to the mail and the box was completely full. It was like almost all fell out.
Oh boy, we don't go out. We don't go often. We left a little section uncheesed for Uncle Howard. All right, I just crossed off weights. Just did my weights. I made dinner. Uncle Howard and Aunt Sharon just left. I still need to switch the laundry tonight, and we're headed to parent-teacher conferences and taking Luka to basketball right now. The only thing that didn't happen is I didn't read out loud to Tori today. I'll move my sour cream later. It's always great when I can finish everything. That's why I try to keep my list as realistic as possible. Today it did not all get done. Every time I read to her right now, her chapters are about half an hour. So I doubt I'll do it tonight. But hey, pretty much got everything done. Thank you guys for following along today. It was a day. Hope you have a good one. We'll talk to you soon. Bye. Where are you putting that? Your pocket?